An important part of business is communication, making sure that all your employees have things like phones and internet access. Well, in the past, you'd go through your telecom provider or maybe set up things like servers and what have you. Well, I come across something really interesting. I've got Shawn Chute from Sutus here. It's a Canadian-based company, and this is kind of really hard and simple to wrap your head around. You've essentially developed something. It's called a Business Central. It's like a whole office in a box.
Yeah, in one appliance, and you're absolutely right. It's hard to communicate this. It's a complete office communications tool designed for small businesses. And when I say small businesses, I mean 3 to 25 employees, very small businesses who today are typically underserviced. They have to go out to an IT integrator. They have to bring someone in to help them, whether it's voice, whether it's data, or whether it's networking. We've put everything into one appliance, purpose-built hardware. And what you'll find in here, resident on this appliance, is you'll find telephony tools. You have a IP PBX phone system with you have auto-attended voicemail, call routing. You would have voicemail to email. Also in here you would have different networking tools. So you have a VPN, wireless access point, shared files for your employees. Also in the box we have different data tools. We connect seamlessly to Outlook and other mail clients. So today no one goes without Outlook. What I thought we'd do is maybe just jump right to the screen. And we just have a simple internet connection here. We did about 5 minutes worth of pre-configuration before sitting down with you, and we set up a new company. And I'm just going to go through my browser to what we call the management console, and I'm going to log on.
I guess this is important too because being through the browser, it works with any operating system as well.
Correct, and it's not resident on the desktop or the client machine, it's resident on the application.
Right in there, so you could have a Windows machine, Mac, Linux, anything.
Absolutely. So let me just log in, and I'm going to log on as the administrator. So like I said, we spent about 5 minutes setting up a business here, and what I suggest we do is let's just go in here. I'll quickly show you the management console, and then let's add an employee to our company, to our new company here.
Our new company?
Our new company. Yeah. This is what I'm feeling. What you're looking at right here is a bunch of different components of the user interface. And what I'm going to hone in on first is I'm going to set up a new user. So I'm going to go in here to manage workspaces. And we break workspaces into two components, an individual's workspace and a shared workspace.
When you say shared workspace, like
I mean a sales group, an operations group, an administration group. So we're going to go in here first, and what we're going to do is we're going to set up a personal workspace. Ticked on personal, we go ahead, and I'm going to put in, let's just put in a John, can't type, let's put in a John Smith. It will assign it his workspace name. It will also give him a login name. The first thing we want to do is we want to assign a phone to this person. So I want to pick a phone. Now, what we brought today was we brought 3 of our Polycom. We're partners with Polycom. We brought 3 of their phones. And right now, I want to assign one to John Smith. So I'm going to go look at what phones are available. I go in here, and right now, what it's going to tell me is Bob Smith, he has a phone, I have a phone, and there's 1 phone available. I can't see the screens here, so let's just go ahead and ring it and find out which one it is. So it's right there. Is it ringing?
Hello?
Okay, so we know what it is. Let's go ahead now and let's assign this phone. When you install this, you can install it using the traditional phone system and the data network to give you all the tools you need. But the perfect storm is now starting to happen where everybody's focusing on business VoIP.
Let's keep going through here.
All right, so now let's assign an email. So we'll go through Jay Smith, we'll assign him an email address. And what it's told us here is we've set up an email, we've set up a phone, and he's part of the company work directory. So if there's a file that's just a general file folder to the company for company information, John Smith has been assigned to it.
That's really cool because if you try to set up these things on a file server inside your company, you got to know what you're doing. Yeah. But that one, it just automatically sets it up.
Exactly, and I am not, most people say I'm not the most technically gifted person, so for me to be sitting here and be setting this up is testament that it is pretty straightforward to use. So you can see here now is that we've gone in and we've assigned John Smith in here. Just a couple other things to touch on real quick. I talked about the system, some of the features up front. Wireless setting. One of the things that's on this box right now is it has the ability to provide wireless access to the laptops in your office.
So essentially you just plug the internet in here, and this acts as a router as well.
Yeah,
so you can do hardwire and wireless.
Absolutely. And you'll notice that there's a little R at the end. Again, secure. The box is fully secure. There's a lot of security built in. There's a firewall. You're running HTTPS, SSL in the mail. It's really been designed as looking after the security of the customer. But when you type in your password, the old gray fox jumped over the. You can see the R eventually disappeared and said, okay, you have enough characters, you're secure. You can go ahead. Go ahead and save this. Now, you're in a position where anyone in your office, when their laptop detected this wireless network, you'd quite simply give them the pass and they're on your secured network in your office. Very straightforward, very simple for a small business to deal with.
So it's a wireless G built into this?
It's 802.11bng.
Okay. So I guess as technologies get bigger, you can just add in whatever.
Faster. Right?
So essentially, this handles everything. You don't need like a separate server or anything like that. Everything's just built into there. And obviously, there's hard drives built into this thing.
Yes, there's two 320 gig hard drives. Mirrored, so it's RAID 1, they're mirrored. You have about 150 gigs of storage space for the shared file servers, company files that are on there. You can see it's finished right now. It's basically gone. It's turned the wireless network on. Again, managing the firewall, you can get in right now. We've set this up. What we've done is we've set up the VPN to be able to access. We've got employees are able to move email without the VPN. We've also got the ability to come in and do some management and monitoring over the internet setup if somebody would like to do that remotely. Again, very straightforward, very simple. If at any time the user, the administrator, had a question, baked into the appliance is a self-help tool. And I just clicked on the link there and pretty much in-depth walk you through exactly what you need to do. What does it mean?
This is hilarious. I think I got one of these with my microwave. I mean, like this, as far as the setup sheets here. But basically, you just have to have some basic knowledge about these kinds of things, and the business could literally set it up themselves. Yeah,
it's been designed to be distributed in 4 ways. The first way is to drop ship it. Customer opens it up, they set it up, there's no interaction at all. Second way is that one of our channel partners would like to pre-configure it. So they ask you a few questions, they go in, they pre-configure it, just like we did before the camera started rolling here. We made a couple of modifications to it to set it up. They could do the same, ship it out. Third way, ship it out, have the customer open it up, plug it in, and they simply VPN in, get in, and they do this setup remotely. And the fourth way is the traditional way. There are people out there that are going to want people to come on site, and they're going to come on site and set it up for them. The difference between Sutus and what else is out there is you can get a 10-person office set up in under 30 minutes. You're up, you're running. So you've got your phone system, you've got your data, you've got your networking all up and running. You also, no different than other tools that are out there, you would have your alerts and status, so you can tell all the different things that have gone on with the box today. System updates. We run the mothership up in the cloud, where basically when there's software updates, your administrator would get an email saying there's the next generation of software available. Click on here to accept. Right now, we're running the most current software. And I think pretty much everything else I touched on. Once the appliance is distributed to the small business customer, it does one more big thing. It's in a position to act as a gateway for future services. So there's a lot of talk about software as a service and delivering solutions via the internet. So once this appliance is on the customer prem, our partners, which would be service providers or ISPs, telcos, and cable companies, are in a position seamlessly then to basically offer you things like remote disaster recovery and backup, or to deliver virus protection, spam filtering in a different way. There's a lot of things that we're looking at that could be delivered. And when you look at pricing a product like this, you know, I've been involved in several small businesses and several startups, and it's always a headache when someone comes to you and says, we need to spend X amount on a phone, we need to spend X amount on a server. We've designed this in a way that if someone wanted to buy it, the retail price, phones included for a 10-person office, would be under $5,000. But really our focus with our partners is to put this solution in the marketplace bundled with bandwidth and sold on a monthly fee, on a recurring fee.
Yeah, so like $30 or something a month per employee.
Exactly. So $25 to $30 per month per employee. Your phones, you get all the solutions that are here, you get your bandwidth, your business is up and running.
Well, you know what? I'm sure we could talk about this for hours and hours. There's so much stuff built into it. Where can people get some more information if they're interested?
We're if they go to bc200@sutus.com, send us an email. We will direct them, or we will have our preferred partner in that area get in touch with them. Also, our website, there's information at sutus.com. Feel free to give us a ping there.
I want to thank you so much for coming in and setting this up here. Shawn Chute from Sutus.